do this, whatever game we're calling this.
I am live.
The actual links to the quiz. And
just wait until Brad's
not
finished.
Meant to flip anybody off.
Chill.
We'll do that. And what was that one? What am I talking about? Rules, quiz, and leaderboard to find a leaderboard all the time.
What's been happening? Got 4 thumbs
all
up.
the time.
One person
That'll
watching.
reset once a month. Okay, guys. It's been real. Do find the Facebook group. Do tell me your comments.
Got a new subscriber.
I'm leaving now.
Zombie.
It's been real. Just tell me if you like this or not.
What's happening? Amar, Chris,
I
Nick.
need to know.
He needs to know. Brad's over there singing. Oh, and he just missed a super chat. Oh, man.
Timothy IPX that was
Wow, my hair, my
famous
beard's
for,
gotten a lot longer since that was myself and Brad. I think that was the first, maybe second, third time. I don't know. If I've been to Sonol, no, I've not. I would like to, though. Hay is for horses, grass is cheaper. It's been real, Ryan. You leaving? Yo, Amar. Hey, Chris Coca. Thanks for the goggles. I like these goggles. These are the... I was told they're a limited edition. I don't know. I got it in a gear bag, and the guy's like, here, I'll throw these in, too. I was like, okay. Have I ever played a Gateway Paintball in St. Louis? I don't think so. I've played at Extreme Paintball in Millstadt, which people say is St. Louis, but it's a suburb at best, because I mean, it's a little bit further away. But no, I don't think I've played a Gateway. Hello, Bobby. Chris, yay. Yes, hay is for horses, and hay is a greeting commonly used in the Western world. Yeah. Hello, Brandon Peer. Hello again, Steve. Hello, Brandon Peer. Ben Schroeder, guess who's back? Slim Shady. There was a very small fire. Oh, man. A very small fire at my school, and they called off school tomorrow. Everyone is celebrating at my school, and tomorrow is our pep rally and our homecoming football game. Well, that's crazy. We've had a lot of fires out here in California, and some of the schools are still out. Probably different situation, but yeah. PB Paul has been to Sonol before. What's my opinion on Millstadt? It's been a long time. Excuse me, man. My nose is just itching. But, what up, Tyler Ukas Bradley? But Millstadt was a really fun field from what I remember. It had a little speedball field. It wasn't like airball or anything that I remember. But again, it's been, geez, a good 15 years. Killswitch says TFX or Z2 and TFX or VMAX Plus. I'd probably take the TFX over the VMAX Plus, but I would take the Z2 Prophecy from Empire over the TFX from HK. Ben Stroka does not agree with me. He would take the TFX over the Z2. Zombish Famous. Yeah, I went and checked it out at PB Paul, and they have a taco truck, and it's actually really fun. Taco trucks are always fun, especially if they like have a little taco bar and they don't charge you extra for guacamole or for avocados. Or if you can get some like cabeza or lengua, some tongue or something, it's a good taco truck that you can get that, maybe tripe. I don't eat tripe though. But I've had tongue at a taco truck in Vallejo, California. It was delicious. Brandon is playing at SC Village in 2 weeks. Awesome. I wish I was playing there a couple weeks ago for the Decay Nations, but just couldn't do it. Bry is incorrect. He is totally incorrect. Die Eagles die. That part is right. The Die Eagles die. Chris. Well, Jake isn't showing up. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for tuning Chris from New Mex. No, am I not showing up? I'm right there. I am going to do one thing, because I always forget to do this. Let me see if my Wi-Fi is on. There. I think that's better. Is that better? Okay. What is my opinion on that? That's my opinion. Winchester versus APP 50 round hopper. They're both about the same. I saw some Winchester hoppers that were on sale for like, someone wanted like $50 or $55 for it. I'm like, it's a gravity fed hopper. Yeah, it's cool. It's what most people who play pump, like really play pump, they want that more than anything else. I'm not all that impressed with them. They're good, but not $50 worth when I can get one of those APPs for like $5. Plus, I think that was a ridiculous price. 15, 20 bucks I've seen them sell, but 50, that's just stupid. Tyler Ukas Bradley, do you know of any good paintball fields in the Auburn area of Northern California? I don't know of any fields names, but I know there are some up in that area. If Russell Miller's here, he's from the Auburn area, Grass Valley area. I don't know of any fields up there, because once you get a sparse population, it really tends to thin out. And I don't know that exact area, but Humboldt, there is a field in Humboldt, which is a little higher north than we are, down here in Vacaville, Fairfield, Sassoon area. So that would be probably closer to Auburn. Auburn's a beautiful area. I've only been there one time. Or twice. It was, once was literally driving through. The other time I got to spend about 10 minutes. So, but Auburn, California, that place up there, that's a beautiful area. Reason why I would choose that hopper, because it's not 50. I mean, the Winchester hopper is not a $50 hopper anyway. Just because I use a Spire when I play pump. So, Axed, I'm curious, what are the differences between the Spires, like the Spire 260 and the Spire 3? So the Spire 260 is essentially a regular Spire with a larger shell, so it holds more paintballs. The Spire 3 actually holds 280. It's got some LED lights on the side that tell you when you're either low on battery or you're empty, or anything like that. But it's a different lid also. The actual lid pops up instead of the whole back piece coming off. It's not going to break those little tabs like the regular Spire tended to do. And then the body is only going to open like this. It's not going to come apart, which the body on the regular Spire didn't come completely apart, just the back came off. But this opens up like a clamshell, as opposed to like the rotor or the TFX or pretty much any other hopper. The top and bottom halves actually separate. I'm not sure if I like that. I think it's cool, but I just see that someone hurrying up and trying to put it back together could probably get it all twisted and torqued, and yeah. So Zombish Famous says, Mini GS or Proto Rise? Mini GS for me. Chris says, now you are, Chris. Maxed. Oh, Proto Rise maxed. I'd still go with Mini GS. Barrel Rise Max is great, so I'd recommend that. Yeah, the barrel's not bad. It's a better barrel, I think, than the Mini, but I prefer the Mini GS platform. Max Rosenblum says 2 feet per second. Okay. Chris says the Spire 260 is just the Spire 200, but bigger. The Spire 3 is the best hopper ever made. And I think the Spire is the second best hopper ever made. Frames, not feet. 2 frames per second. Like camera? Or it's like lagging or something? What? Doctoring, are there any good Mini GS 2-piece barrels? Any auto-cocker threaded barrel will work on any Mini, pretty much any Empire gun, any Diagun, anything you're going to use. Planet Eclipse, except for Tippmann's, Spiders, the Smart Parts or SP, stuff like that. But the main guns that 95% of people have, or 95% of people who don't play with Tippmann's, because the vast majority of people have Tippmann's. But the vast majority of markers that are not Tippmann's that you see on a field have auto-cocker threading, so you can use that same barrel on a Mini GS, on a Proto Rise, on a Proto Rise Max, on a DM15, Didam, any of those kind of things. So Ben Soroka, I'm going to the Battle of Berlin on Saturday at Skirmish. That's in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. I'm bringing my one new to paintball friend. I registered for the Germans only because the Allies have 150 more people registered than Germans. See, I like when people do that. When they say, wow, there's a lot more on that team, I'm going to go join that team that doesn't have the numbers. When you're like, oh yeah, hey, I'm going to choose the best, this team over here, I'm just going to play on this team, they got better players. That's not how you get better. So that's a good job signing up for the team with a fewer amount of players. Doctoring says, at Axed, phone integration, different teardown, better feed. Okay. Max Rosenblum says fear equals feet. Old Soul says, yeah, 55 with the lid modded. LOL. Yeah, it was what was the lid? It was like a Blatz or something like that. They wanted $55 for that, and then $50 for a regular Winchester hopper. I'm like, you are smoking something. Doctrine says, at Zombies from us. Yes, yeah, you can always get a barrel kit or a CP one-piece barrel. That's right. Zombies from us says, cool, thanks. Doctrine, Jake, when are you going to add me on Facebook? Add me on Facebook and I'll add you. That's how it works. People got to add me. I'm Jake from NorCal. I am the one who doesn't add. Anybody know what movie? Don't say anything yet. What TV show did I completely rip off right there? I am the one who accepts friends. So, whoa, I'm pretty far behind. Breaking Bad says Irk. Very good. Lux Ice or CS1? I'm going to say CS1, but I might be biased because I have one for sale. It's beautiful. This right here, and again, the only mark on it that I've found is right there. The Atlantic, it comes with an FR back, and it comes with a regular standard back. Pretty much everything that it would have new, I think, except for the Planet Eclipse crease. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got everything as if it was brand new. It's got probably 12, 13 cases, maybe 14 cases of paint through it. But this right here, beautiful marker. Beautiful. It shoots. Nicest shooting marker I've ever had. And that's just the best shooting marker. But the Lux Ice, I have heard nothing but good things about it, except for the efficiency. If it was better efficiency-wise, and maybe a little more reliable. I've heard that they do tend to break down more so than Planet Eclipse, but not horribly. But if they had those two issues solved, best gun on the market probably. Lamar, Doctrine's telling you that he loves the Freak XL kit and the parabolic barrel set. The cost-effective route would be a standard Freak kit with a Planet Eclipse FR back. That is correct. That is a very good one. The stock tip will work with that back, says Doctrine. Old Soul, I use my Revy plane pump, just a comfortable hopper. Yeah, the old Revy's has the 9-bolt battery, just look like a VL200 with a little block right there. And that's exactly what they were back when they turned them from the VL200 to the VL2000. And then the VL3000 was this big, long monstrosity that held 300 paintballs. Doctrine says, at Josh Galindo, personally, I love the CS1, but personal. William Lockhart chimes in with buckets. Chris Koka, if you haven't liked the stream, I'm very disappointed. I am disappointed if you hadn't liked the stream. I got 20 thumbs up, though, so, hey, that's pretty cool. I got 20 people watching. I will answer. I'm kind of behind, so let's see. The last question I got here, that was Chris at 8:44. It's 8:49, so I'm about 5 minutes. So, if you've asked a question, what's up, Eric? If you've asked a question, and I don't answer because I'm going to skip unless I see something big, then I'm going to ask you to retype that question and re-ask it. Walking Dead, no. Is that barrel pointed up? What barrel? I don't know what barrel. Is there a barrel in here? Oh, this one? When I had this? Yeah. It's pointed up. Let's see. I thought that was only with real guns. Well, Chris, somebody buy my Axe 2. Got to sell it before AFPL Phoenix. Can you come to SC Village this weekend? Nope. I wish I could. Does it work? Does what? Does the CS1? It works perfectly well. I cannot come to SC Village in Los Angeles this weekend. Thank you for your input, Josh Galindo. You're welcome, and I think somebody else actually gave you better input than I did. I think you might be telling them thanks. So whoever that was, I can't remember, but thank you. I can't put my trust in a Lux, just me though. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're great. They shoot really well, but if it comes down to it, and I'm like, I have to play this point, I'm taking a Planet Eclipse, or personally, I really like the Vanquish and the Axe. I mean, the freaking just regular Axe. It worked every single time. Okay, that was crazy. So now I'm reconnected. Chris says, absolutely. It looks and functions as if it was brand new. I've only shot 4 cases through it. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Rifle barrel versus first strike. What do you mean? Like, take a first strike round and hit it with a barrel? Yeah. Just kind of clarify that a little bit, and we'll get back to it. Axed, just hope you don't get banned or anything. Okay. Love the Breard. Thanks, Gavin. I like the Breard too. 300 says Ben, or Chris says to Ben. Spencer Star says, hey, I found V-Force Grill brand new for $60. It's a good deal. Yes, you love the beard. I know, I was kidding. $60 for brand new V-Force grills. That's a good deal. They're a really good set of goggles. One of the best that's ever been made. I just can't wear them because of my glasses, and it just gets a little too tight. And so, yeah. Old Soul, Zomb. Rifled barrels don't actually spin the balls after they hit air. The paint stops it. First strikes get the nod, but they do require certain markers. With the first strikes, I think they will maintain their spin a little better, but it's because of the fin. So if you have first strikes and the rifle barrel, like the hammerhead or something, I don't know if it's just the first strike round is that freaking ridiculously accurate, or if it's the barrel and the first strike round, because I've not really shot more than, I may have shot 20, other than out of a pistol. I might have shot 40 out of that. So first strike rounds, they're really cool. I've seen them get confirmed kills at, or I'm sorry, eliminations, at 95 to 110 yards, somewhere in that area. I mean, on the second shot, dude's like, ting, oh, ting. Yeah. Selling your axe 2.0 kill switch, says Chris. So when are we going to get to the auction? What auction? I'm just going to probably sell some stuff, if people will buy. Zombish from us says, so if I have a Tipman, what should I do? Better barrel with flute or first strike? Not sure. I don't think I take a flute on the paintball field unless you got a little drummer and you're and doing, or I guess it'd be this way. I wouldn't take a flute or even a fife, but yeah. So if you have a Tipman, I'd get a better barrel. You can get better barrels for Tipmans. Like CP makes a really good barrel. J&J makes good barrels for Tipmans. For like 40 to 50 bucks for a pretty decent barrel, and it will make a big difference. But you don't want to get one that's, I would personally go with a freak kit. It depends on what Tipman you have. If you have a Tipman A5, you might not be able to get one that, well, you should be able to find. Yeah, you should get an A5 freak back. But some of the like the CP barrels, the collar that's on some of the Tipman markers will not allow it to screw in. So like the, I just went blank. Not Griffin. Because don't get the Tipman Griffin. Cronus. There we go. The rifle barrels, Old Soul says, just act like a big muzzle brake. The arms and pro and stealth, and they aren't any more accurate or shoot farther than a smooth barrel. Axed, you got a new gun and need a new name. What gun did you get? Oh, a Geo? Geo. That could be your name. Geode. E99. Big Bertha. That was my prom date. No. Jason Cowell says, true, they curved all over the place. Geode. Should you buy it? Should you buy what? The E99? Maybe. Depends on price and condition and all that. Spencer Starr says to Zombish from us, make sure you have a marker compatible with first strike rounds. If you want to shoot first strike rounds, yeah, you want to have something compatible. But I can shoot first strike rounds out of the back of my CCM. Take the bolt out, put it in there. Take the bolt out, put the first strike round in, put the bolt in, pump it. And that's one way I've done it. Peace out, Gavin. Zombish from us says, at Spencer, I would have to load one by one. Yes, I've done that many times. Ben Sroka, where'd it go? Could you use Exalt Squeegee on a flatline barrel since it curves? I'm sure you could. If you're going to do something like that, I'd get one of those like necklace kinds of pull-through squeegees because they're completely flexible. Ooh. Spencer Starr says, ooh. But I don't know why. Maybe from Loading 1x1? Zombish from us says, I have a Project Salvo with an 18-inch barrel and haven't shot it with a new fluted barrel yet. Chris, it's up to you, but I promise I'm not some jerk that's going to rip you off. There's nothing wrong with it, and I'm not going to try to screw you. Again, if you guys do deals, it's on you guys. It's not on me. Whatever deals you do, it's between you two. If you can meet locally, I would suggest meeting at the police department, fire department, a Walmart, something that's brightly lit. If you're doing it from one location to another, I would suggest if you can find somebody who can be a third party that both of you trust, like it may be a local paintball store to one of you. Say, hey, can you ship my stuff out? I'll pay you for the shipping. And whenever my stuff comes in from this person, then you say, okay, yes, I got both guns, contact the people, and then you ship the other one out. Ship them both out. And then do something like that. That's the best way to do it. So hopefully, Zombish from us says, the $12.95 barrel isn't totally garbage. It's probably not garbage, but it could be garbage. Hey, username 123. Zombish from us. Ulk. Max Rosenblum says, you look like a wizard guy with a beard and waving hands. I'm the paintball wizard instead of the pinball wizard. That deaf, dumb, blind kid sure plays a mean paintball. But I'm not deaf, dumb, or blind. Spencer Starr says, yes, loading 1x1. Okay, that's the ooh. Okay. Zombish from us laughed. Old Soul says, Ben, it wouldn't get to the chamber, and they do not like to be totally clean. That's what she said. Spencer Starr says, IK. I know. Yes. I knew it was an IK, but I just like not knowing or acting as if I don't. So, Lamau, rawr. Spencer's the one who said, Lamau, a wild geo appears, rawr. That's wild. Is that axed? Did that guy used to be axed? Chris Coca, hey guys, hold on. Chris Coca will be right back. So, username 123 says, Ixd. Ben Soroka says, Brad is really updating his channel recently. The chat on the screen, the quizzes, contests, what's next? Clickbait? I hope not, but I really like the changes he's made. I like the chat being on here. I've wanted to do all that stuff, but, or not all of it. I do like the counter, the points clicker, ticker, whatever. That's pretty cool. Getting people more engaged. And like you said, it started to drop off the live deals. Maybe it was too much to do them twice a week. But, I mean, like I used to get 40, 45 people. I got 20, which I'd rather have 20 people who are engaged with the deal and see what's going on than to have 150 people sitting there and no chatting going on. Diesel Dude, good night. Good night, good night, good night. See you next time. You should have stepped outside and played some darts with me and Irk. I was killing it tonight. Yeah, Wild Geo appears. That's axed. Do I do woods ball? That's the main stuff I do. Rec ball, woods ball. I'll play anything, but I like playing in the woods a lot. Zombish from us. William Lockhart, who retracted some comment earlier, he said, Chris is gonna be gone. What are we gonna do? I know it. We're just gonna sit here and wait until Chris Coca comes back, and when he does, we'll be like, Chris! So, I play woods ball, says Spencer. Spencer in California. Ask Zombish from us. Jason McCoy says, shout out to Jack Lucas for the parts I bought off of here. LOL. Awesome. Yeah, Jack's a good dude. Spencer Starr is from Oregon, or I'm assuming, or maybe he just really likes Oregon. Diesel Dude, Irk isn't the best darts player, haha, or a pool player. Well, he was the only person who stepped up to the challenge and decided to play against me. The other person who was there It's like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. As if they've been at work since like 5 in the morning. Hi, Stephen Evers, how you doing? Ben Sroka, so I have a 98 Custom, got a Spire, and a nice Grey Ghost tank. I'm just browsing at markers to buy, probably in the spring. I see a lot of $250 axes. Very good condition, continued. So I'll wait. I'll wait some more. Should I get an axe or just get like a Rise Maxed? I would go with the Axe 2.0. That's what I would do. Save your money, get one of those. Or, you know, if you wait a couple months, there might be some after Cup that they're $425 that you might be able to get for about $250, $300. But yeah, $250 for an axe in good condition. I would have no problem trusting that any day. So Stephen Evers got some good news today. Please tell Jason McCoy, how rare are auto-cocker threaded ions? Well, it's not that they're rare. It's just that they weren't. I don't think they were actually made. I'm pretty sure that somebody probably just changed the threading on them. Maybe, unless it's something I just hadn't paid attention to. Because there were a few years after I got my ion, so around 2005, 6, somewhere in there. There were 3 or 4 years that I didn't play at all. Why isn't paintball as popular as it was in 2010, says Zombish Famous. I just don't understand. I don't know. The economy took a pretty hard hit around 2006, 7, something like that. So a lot of extracurricular activities went by the wayside. Paintball is one of those extracurricular activities that is not a necessary thing, at least some weirdos think that it's not necessary. I think it's like permanently necessary. But some people are like, hey, it's either pay the mortgage or go play paintball a couple times a month. And they say, let's pay the mortgage. So, that hurt. A lot of video games where people can, I mean, the video games are like you're almost in real life now. I'm not a gamer or anything. No, Jack Lucas, you can't get a shout out. God. Oh, wait, I guess I just shout your name. Where am I? Yeah, Jason Cowell, the economy crashed, killed paintball for a while. It takes a while to make a comeback. But video games, I mean, everybody, my sister-in-law's brother, Joseph, he's a good paintball player, loves playing paintball. But he got a couple of video games that, I mean, like Xbox One or Xbox 360 or whatever, PlayStation 25 or I don't know. But he plays online, and that's what he does instead of playing paintball. It's like, hey, gonna go play paintball tomorrow. Like, no, Joe's not good, says Eric. Oh, can you get, yeah, you did. You got a shout out earlier from somebody. Who'd you do business with? Jason? Was it Jason Cowell? Saying that you did a good job with a sale or a trade. But yeah, so you got a shout out, and then I overreacted and I gave you a shout out on total purpose. But what should you pay for an original Mini in good condition? You're talking like not a Mini GS, not an Empire Mini, but an invert Mini in mint condition, $150. I mean, the Mini is a fantastic marker. Mini and Axe, I love them. Relatable, says a wild Geo appears. Zombish from us says, but the adrenaline is so much fun, especially in Woods Ball. I think that the kids need to be introduced. That is correct. And that's why we all need to ask ourselves, what have we done to make paintball more appealing? What have we done to grow this sport? What have we done to get somebody else who's never played before to get involved, or somebody who has played and they hadn't played in a while? Eric and Kanan hadn't played in a while. Trying to get them out there, but Eric shot himself in the hand with a concrete gun. Username, LOL, I play video games because they are cheaper. They are. You pay that 60 to 80 bucks or whatever a really good high-end video game costs, and you have it forever. You can play it 24/7. If you're really bad at it, you can play it for weeks. Paintball's alright, says Eric. Yeah, well, rock crawling's stupid. Jack Lucas sold some Ion stuff. Hope you like it, Jason. Josh Galindo, shout out for parts you sold to someone. That's what he's saying to Jack. Spencer Starr says the problem is paintball is an expensive hobby. Yeah and no. Paintball is more expensive than taking a walk in the park. Paintball is more expensive than taking a walk by the ocean. Paintball is more expensive than a lot of hobbies. It is. But when you go, hey, I see this guy, he plays golf every single week. Well, he's spending $150, $200 if he's playing at a decent course, especially out here in California. I mean, so paintball is not nearly as expensive as it used to be, back when paint was $100 to $125 a case. But I can see how people would think that it's expensive, because, I mean, you pay, if you don't have your own, let's assume you have your own stuff. So $20, $25 is a common all-day field fee for everything except for equipment. So you get your entry, your all-day air. Pretty common, $20, $25, about $25. Unless it's a field like SC Village that has, it's like a multi-million-dollar field. It's an experience, not just a paintball field. CPX in Chicago, Joliet, Illinois, all these kind of fields, it's worth it to pay a few extra bucks. But anywho, so you got $25 right there. Then you're going to buy a case of paint. Because most people, if they're not playing pump or stock class or something like that, they're going to be buying a case of paint. So you're looking at $40 to $60. So say it's $40. The minimum you're going to be paying is about $60 to go play. It can get a little expensive. If you can't go every single week, maybe go once a month. But I totally understand how people think it's expensive, but it's not nearly as expensive as it was, or as some other hobbies that people do. Jason McCoy says, at Jack Lucas, yeah, this thing was made on a CNC, which CNC Music Factory was a band from my youth, and they're not one of my favorites, but they had a couple songs. Ben Soroka says, at Wild Geo appears, yeah, not now. I'm trying to save up money first. I've been looking for markers probably in the springtime. And so Jason McCoy says, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and shines up nice. Stephen Evers took 2 of his nephews and they loved it. See, that's what you got to do. Irk, who cares what Irk says? I'm skipping all of his comments. I'm just going to say that everyone shoots themselves with a concrete gun every once in a while. No, they don't. Only people like Irk. A Wild Geo appears. Destiny 2, puke, who feels me? Josh Galindo, Lamau. Max Rosenblum. It's raining both days this weekend, so it's the first time I haven't went to play in 7 weeks. Go out there and play in the rain. It's one of the funnest times I've ever had was playing in a pouring down torrential deluge. Diesel Dude, thought you were going to bed. Paintball really is inexpensive compared to a lot of other sports and hobbies. Just depends on how you approach it. Yeah, you should see his Diesel. He's got a Dodge freaking super bad. It's freaking all like really big and tall, and he does tractor pulls and stuff. That's a lot more expensive than this. Josh Galindo to the rock crawling comment. Max can't grammar today. Nobody can. Irk says paintball's more expensive than rock crawling. No, it's not. You're an idiot. This guy, this Irk guy, if you ever see him on the field, he'll be doing this. Actually, it'll be probably this arm, I think. Yeah. So you'll be like, hey, Eric, do you have a question? Are you out? He's like, oh, yeah. That's the hand he shot himself, like, in this area, I think, with a cement gun. He's just like, oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's working. Jason McCoy, race cars. Rock crawling is expensive. Yes, it is. Zombish famous. Ben Soroka, the biggest thing that deters kids from paintball is how much it costs to start. I tell my friends I will sell them my 98 custom for $100. It works, and they say, yeah, no thanks. Yeah, they want to spend $100 and get a freaking CS1. Locking front diff. Yeah, I had to help reassemble the front diff on Irk's axle for his YJ, stupid square headlights. Anyway, Josh Galindo, guns, gear, etc. can be expensive, but if you take care of what you invest in, it's really not that expensive. That is correct. I feel like I'm doing micro machines. Zombies from us says sometimes trailer. Sometimes trailer. Oh, sometimes you have to buy a trailer too. Yes, Jason Cowell. I remember when RP Sure, that's RPS, came in $2,500 balls in a case. Yes, you would have 500 more paintballs, but you're spending $125 at the field, so it's actually a lot more money. Chris has returned! Finally! The Chris has come back to the live stream. Jack says $30 some places. I'm assuming that's for the all day. WB, welcome back. Jason Cowell says, I'm sure to Chris. Ben Soroka, I started my paintball addiction. H3LP or help in like July. Wow. That was the only thing that was negative about paintball, the gear when you first start. Username 123. I got to play true hyper X-ball for the first time last weekend. Normally my field only does woods ball. Now I understand why X-ball is so popular. 10 times better than woods ball. See, that's what's so awesome about this sport. You've been playing for a while, and then all of a sudden you get introduced to an entirely new aspect of the same sport. You're like, that's freaking awesome. That really excites me. That somebody who's been playing experiences something new. That's why I like going back and forth and playing woods ball or rec ball or tournament ball or whatever. Switch it up, stays fresh. Zombish from us says, do you think I should go MagFed? Does it save money? It can. It can save money. But I know a guy who just bought 8 cases, 250 count, of first strike rounds. It was like $700. So he spent $700 and he's planning on shooting that all this weekend. A big MagFed only game. Or he and some friends, I'm sure they pooled in. But MagFed, like the first strikes, they're $40 for 100. You can get $40 paint and you get 2,000 paintballs. But you're going to shoot a lot more if you go not MagFed. Jack Lucas, I imagine it is. I've never bought cocaine, but yeah. Diesel Dude says, zombie, play pump. Pump squad. Jason Cowell, go to the theater and watch a movie. $15 popcorn, $15 ticket, popcorn, $5, Coke fund. It's about easily $25, $30 a person. You buy, let's see, a ticket for like a cheap night is like $12 to $15, like you said. Popcorn for the small, which is like that, is probably $5. I don't go to the movies very often. But yeah, it's crazy. Ben Soroka, very true. I'd rather have a kid playing paintball than ruining their lives with drugs. Really sad. Yep. Irk says, sup, Diesel Dude. Diesel Dude says, sup, Irk. They literally could be going, hey, what's up? Not much. That's literally what they're probably doing. Fixed it with your hand. Not sure what you fixed. Okay. Spencer Star says, OMG, playing in the rain is awesome. It's like especially when the field turns into a swamp and you can slide 20 feet into a bunker. Yes. When you slide and you go to that bunker, you're like, oh, crap. You just keep sliding. Diesel Dude says, no. Eric says, rain sucks. Chris is back, says William Lockhart. Luis, CS1 used or new dyed DSR, both $900. I go with CS1. Spencer Star. Now, I've never even held a dyed DSR. Spencer Star, I'm sorry, but going from a dead sprint and sliding 20 feet across open field and not getting hit is sweet. Yeah, it is pretty sweet. A Wild Geo appears. Was Bill Gates out of there playing $700 for paint? Oh, for the first strike rounds. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was several people. Yes, William. Yes, I am, says Chris Coca. He is back. Guess who's back? Back again. Old Soul. When I started playing off my allowance, I paid entry. Allowance? Y'all had allowance back in 1843? Paid entry, and then my uncle gave me 500 rounds. Anything more, I paid him for the paint. $125 per case. That's the best way to get someone hooked. Got me. Yep. Jack Lucas says 20-foot slides. What they do? Play at FXS? But yeah, so 500 rounds back then would have been, let's see, 125, so 62, about $35. So you'd get one bag, like this bag here is 500 rounds. That would have been $30 to $35 worth of paint right there. Now this actually, pretty close to that anyway. It's Dye CG. Oh man, it looks good. I want to take it out and actually shoot it, but then again, I don't know what to do with that. I mean, or maybe I take this bag out and shoot it. Maybe, or maybe take this one out and shoot it. Or what about this one? Which one should I take out and shoot? It's like getting all cramped up in here. Hello? Which one should I take out and shoot? Play more and get better at shooting. Yes, that is true. Jack, why does everyone have a bag of Dice CG they refuse to use? I don't know. It's some of the best paint I've ever shot, and it's like, oh, if I shoot it, it's going to be gone. I won't have my babies anymore. But I got 2,000 of these babies. It's just fantastic paint. Yeah, you did use yours, and I helped you use some. It was pretty sweet. And if I ever use this, and you ever go play paintball again, you can use some of mine. So Ben Sroka says, lol, Jake, you should just post all those on a paintball buy sale trade on Facebook and see what offers you get. I have. Sweet. Ben Sroka, Jake, when you turn 50, shoot one bag. When I turn 50, how old do you think I am? I don't think that, hopefully that paint doesn't last that long. Zombies from us. My rig has about plus or minus 10 feet per second. Nice. 65, that's right, I am 65. But my paint goes crazy. What kind of paint are you using? Jack, we used to keep a bag of CG in the trophy case, said your PB friend. Y'all had some trophies. that was a really cool, I liked you guys' setup, the warehouse and everything there in Fremont. It was a really big area. They had pretty much a paint walk-in cooler. Diesel dude, people don't get that you're only 23. Not until next year. Next October, be 23. But yeah, your PB friend, that was a cool cool factory, whatever. Had the upstairs where we did all the video and filming. So Zombish from us says it's green paint unlabeled from Santa Clara Paintball. It's red hexagons on the bag. Does it say like 500 on it? It's like red and black and then has like an open window. It's probably GI. But yeah, if it's the cheapest stuff, probably GI 1-star or something. Old Soul, Zombie, the best accuracy comes from consistency, consistent paint, consistent pressure, velocity. Yes, and a good barrel to ball match. Bounces like 4 feet. Yeah, that's bounces back at you. Yeah, that paint's a little too hard. SPC uses APX. That's right. They did switch over to APX. That is correct. But now Bobby from APX is, I've heard that he is with HK now. Is that correct? Something like that. Steven, to Jack Lucas, Jason McCoy is wondering what kind of bolt that Ion has in it. Zombish from us, so what should I buy? Are you SCP Santa Clara Paintball? That's field paint only, correct? If it is, I would go with the mid-grade. If that's what you're talking about. Orange bolt from Germany in that Ion. Irk says pump. I kind of feel whenever Irk answers a question, I kind of feel like Alex Trebek on the Saturday Night Live Jeopardy questions. And he is like Turd Ferguson. Same thing with pump. Old Soul, didn't APX paint get sold? See, I don't even keep up with that stuff. William Lockhart, bucket pump. Oh gosh, I just created that. Pump, 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 pump. It has a silver bolt in it, says Steven Stoddard. Eric says pump. Max says pump. What's your opinion on APX paint? I don't really shoot it. I hadn't shot APX. Hoping to. It was popular around here for a while. That's right. Mike Hinman from WCPPL bought APX last week. Or just the other day. I think it might have been this week. Bucket pump, says William Lark. Diesel Dude says pump. Eric says pump up. Old Soul says thought some pro owner just bought it. Yes, that is correct. He owns the West Coast Paintball Player League, WCPPL, which my buddy Al, who works with us, he's family. Al and his team, NorCal Disruption, got second place at the last WCPPL event this past weekend. So, congratulations to NorCal Disruption. Very proud of them. Can anyone tell me what brand this is? I have no idea because we can't see pictures. APX was always gummy, never cured it long enough. Yeah, that's the thing. It would get spongy or gummy, and it would bounce, and it just, if it was consistent, because it could be some really, really good paint, and it could be some absolute crap. Like, I mean, even GI and Valken, they have some rough batches sometimes, but it's not just like, it's like, wow, this graffiti, it shoots like 90% of the time, and then the other 10 is just absolute dog crap. No, it's just not as good. But the APX tended to have a lot of inconsistency. Why did Dynasty switch from Eclipse to Field 1? Sponsorship. Eric Crandall was their manager. He had a chance to buy Bob Long's name and company and all that kind of stuff. I don't know all the details, but he did it, and he switched the name from Bob Long or Blast or whatever you want to say to Field 1. And since he's the manager of Dynasty, they're pretty much going to go with him. It was just a business decision, and so yeah. Diesel Dude likes Al. I like Al too, man. Al's a good dude. And Al, if you're watching this, don't listen right now, but congratulations on your Dodgers punching their ticket to the World Series. Too bad they're going to lose to my Yankees in probably 2 games. That's how bad the Yankees are going to beat them. I predict Yankees in 2. You need to know what brand that is. If it's Santa Clara paintball, then it's probably let's see. Spencer says Zombishfamous. You're shooting round paint filled balls through a smooth bore, air powered marker. Accuracy is not really a word in paintball. Consistency is put it in its place. Yes, I mean, but there are paints that are a lot more accurate. You go with like a Hellfire or 5-star, Valken Redemption Pro, something like that. Marbleizer, it's pretty much going to be a lot more accurate than, say, like an Infinity from Valken, and then like the GI 1-star, 2-star, the Empire, Heat, stuff like that. It's not going to be nearly as accurate. Not just consistent, but consistency does play a huge part in the accuracy. If the ball is this size every single time, see, the ball is that size. See, got you all. I got all of you. So anyway, look at this. Guys, there's a link above. We can't see anything because nobody can put links and stuff in here, I don't think. So yeah. But so anyway, if it's all this size every time, got you again. Boom, boom, boom. Got you all. So if the paint is the same size every single time, that is going to make every single shot more accurate. Instead of, say, you got 3 different sizes. Say the paint is 68 caliber. Is what this 0.68 or 68 caliber. Say it's 0.687. A third of the balls are 0.687, a third of the balls are 0.684, and a third of the balls are 0.677. Well, if you've got a 0.684 barrel, the third of the balls at 684, they're going to be more consistent and more accurate. The 687 might break some paint, probably not, but and then the 677, it's not going to be as consistent, and yeah, just common sense. Jack says the first batch of HK Winter Formula last year was complete poop. I didn't play with any. It's raining all of a sudden. Where, Zombishfamous? Can a Phantom handle brittle paint like 5-star? I wouldn't recommend it. Now, the main reason is because the regulator, it's not like a regulator like on the CS1 or something like that. And here's the regulator for the CS1, something like that. I think it's in this area. We'll do it on this because you can actually see the regulator right here. So the paint goes in here and it expands, and then it's shot out, and it's a lot more consistent when you have a good regulator. The Phantom, at least mine, it just got a screw-in tank, and I'm not sure if it's just doesn't regulate it at all, or if it just is just not a low-pressure regulator. But I've shot Hellfire out of one of my Phantoms, and it was like soup, just. So I don't recommend shooting a super high-grade paint with a Phantom. I would shoot a graffiti any day of the week. I'll shoot graffiti. I'll shoot 3-star or 4-star from DI. I mean, that's pretty much what I would stick to. Or if your field only has something like Kilo, which Jason Cowell mentions, Kilo and New World shoot straight, but they're hard. That is correct. I'll shoot something like that, a Fate. I wish they still made Valken Echo. That would be awesome. Because that was about a $60, $65 paint, in my opinion. Or it performed as well, and it was like $45. Insane X Paintball, KP3, your opinion. I love the KP3. It's a big rifle. You pump it. I'm sure you're probably talking about the Azotin KP3. For the money, the KP3 is a really good marker. I don't like that it doesn't have auto trigger. I can't stand the trigger pull. It's like you're pulling the trigger and it's like, and then you still have a huge amount of play at the end of it. Literally, it's like, not literally. So, I don't like the trigger pull. I do like the pump. It's a smooth pump. I like it a lot. I actually like the pump better on it than the Empire Sniper, but I like the Sniper a lot more. It's got, I mean, for one thing, it's got auto trigger. You just, yeah. So, unless you want a flamethrower, says a wild Geo appears, that might be with a Phantom. And Spencer Starr, I have one of those. And Zombish from us says, have a competition with real guns in Avenal, California this weekend. Wish me luck. Well, good luck. Jack Lucas, Empire Sniper is better in lots of areas. Yes, in most areas. Yeah, the only thing I don't like is the actual pump handle of the Sniper. And the lug down inside could kind of get worked out, and sometimes you'd have to like slam it to pump it, but then you just get the lug in the sweet spot and you get it set there. Then you're fine. But I did have a few issues with that. Zombish from us, what's the point of semi versus pump? Well, a semi you're going to shoot a lot faster. Let's try this right here. So you're going to be able to shoot that fast. A pump, or if you have auto trigger, you can shoot fairly fast with a pump. I've had people, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but yes I am. I've had people, they're like, man, I thought you were shooting pump. And I was like, I was shooting pump. But they didn't know that I had a guy standing right beside me that was shooting like a CS1 or something. And he's like, brrr. I was like, ha ha ha, we tricked them. Oh, very good. Oh, very good. I got you again. Does a pump use HPA still? Most of them do. If you use a stock class, I've got a Phantom that will take CO2. Most pumps will take CO2. In fact, if the Bob Long MVP, I'm not sure. I wouldn't put CO2 in a Bob Long. But CCMs, you can use CO2. I'm pretty sure that virtually every pump, Jack Lucas, you might know better than I, because I'm not a tech. I don't know all the specifications and details like that. But I know that, I mean, I could put CO2 on my CCM S6 and I could play for 3 days probably. But not many fields use CO2, so there's not a lot of places to fill up CO2. HPA is just so much more convenient and available, and that's what I use. And the tanks are lighter, even when they're full. A 68 cubic inch tank like this. Signed by Rudy from the movie Rudy. Well, that's kind of dusty. Oh, and I'm wearing an Irish shirt and Rudy. I was wearing the same shirt when I met Rudy at a paintball field in Fairfield, California just a few weeks ago at the AFPL, last AFPL event. This is lighter. At least it feels lighter. I hadn't really weighed them. Than a CO2 tank of about the same size, 20 or 24 ounces. So, username says, one problem with kids my age, underclassmen in high school, getting into paintball is that often parents will pay for most sports like volleyball and football, but not paintball. That is true. A lot of parents see paintball as irresponsible, violent, vulgar, because a lot of the ads are sexually explicit. They kind of encourage cheating, or they used to. And you don't see that with volleyball and football and stuff like that. You see fully clothed people playing a game that everybody likes, and with paintball, it seems to be that the more you can, F you son of a... That makes you a better player. The louder, more obnoxious you are. I admit it, I get loud sometimes when I'm playing paintball. I hope I don't sound like a complete jerk, and I make sure that I go up to people after the game, hey man, good game, that was awesome. I wasn't sure if you could hear me, I just want to let you know I wasn't mad if I think there's any reason they would. But paintball just inherently is looked at as a war game, because you have a gun. And I do air quotes a lot in this video. Yeah, Jack would not put CO2 in the MVP with the tolerance that Bob uses. Yeah, that's a mess. Yeah, because Bob Long, one of the jokes is like if he looks at a marker and he's like, "Oh, that needs no ring." That's about right. But Bob can do that. How much is a pump gun? You can get a pump gun for $25 or something, probably like a Brass Eagle Talon at Walmart, up to $700-800 for a standard CCM or Bob Long MVP that's brand new. Or you go to like these super custom deals. You go like niche markers. You get a niche paintball marker. You can spend $2,500 on a pump gun. But once you spend like mine, it's over here somewhere. It's a CCM S6. I've been offered $650, $700 for it. I've turned it down. It would take $750 for me to consider selling it, but they don't make it anymore. It was about $650, $700 brand new. They maintain their value, and they're just that fantastic of a marker. So, yeah. What are the changes to the ETHA LT? I have no clue. The ETHA LT, actually, there's the ETHA and then the ETHA LT. And then there's also the ETHA 2, which the ETHA L2 is a really good marker for $400. The ETHA was a pretty good marker. It's way past its prime. It's not that good anymore. It was a pretty good marker, like a Proto Rise or Proto Rail was a good marker. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't something you're going to see a lot of people shooting on a speedball field, or really, unless they're just a really good player, you're not going to see somebody go out there and just dominate with ooh, it's because of my ETHA. Good marker, but just not an awesome marker. The ETHA LT is pretty much the same thing, except for I think that it's like a lighter frame or something. But yeah. So Ben says, username, I agree. The parents just don't like the whole gun aspect of paintball. Soccer, for example, has a lot of skill to be learned. Paintball has the same skill gap, but it requires you to know the mechanical functions and actual machines. True. Volleyball, fully clothed, whatever. Yeah. I was a sports editor for about 10, 12 years, and I hated covering high school volleyball. My least favorite, because these girls are wearing these essentially swimsuit bottoms, and when you're trying to get photos, like the volleyball court is, I'm facing this way and the net is here. So like I'm standing here and there's a girl serving right here, and I've got my camera and my lens. I'm trying to get the libero. The libero in volleyball usually wears a different color uniform, and they're a defensive specialist. So they're going to be the one who's digging the serves and stuff like that. So I'm sitting there, and the girl's out. She's like this, getting ready. And I'm taking a picture and shooting right there. But I'm just thinking, I was like, all these people are sitting here thinking I'm aiming this camera, this huge camera lens, right at this teenage girl's butt. I hate it. So yeah, volleyball, oh, yeah. I couldn't stand covering it. Spencer Starr says, okay, tell me one sport that doesn't promote sexual-based adverts. They all do. They all do. In fact, I don't know if it was Adidas or K-Swiss or some athletic manufacturer. A prominent politician, I'll just say that, a prominent politician who doesn't know how to stay off Twitter tweeted something, I think. Well, they replied with, that's really sexist, and I can't believe you would ever even entertain that. And then someone else replied with an actual ad that this athletic company made. And it was for tennis shoes, and it was a girl in panties and a bra, and the tennis shoes, I think, were like on the side of the bed or something. And they're trying to say that this person is wrong for being sexist, but we're going to be completely sexist in this ad and have sex sells, and has absolutely nothing to do with the tennis shoes except for she can be in shape. So anyway, Jack, you want more arguing play airsoft, bunch of babies. Old Soul, do the old spider trigger mods. Spare small parts and super glue can make trigger stops for those basic mech triggers. Yes, because you can put like a wedge or something behind it and it'll actually stop. Yes, you can do that for the KP3, but I'd rather just shoot my CCM. I get an ACI Maverick pump, $75 shipped. Or got one. Hey, those are nice. Zombishfamous, like a full metal smooth pump gun that I can have fun, won't struggle with. That's a lot of money. No, I've got Phantoms. You can get Phantoms for $200-300, and they are really, really good. The ETHA is the worst marker Planet Eclipse ever made. I'm trying to think if that is true or not. Probably. But It's like, what's the worst Mercedes-Benz ever made? It's still a pretty freaking good car. That's the worst Ferrari ever made. Still pretty freaking good. Now you get to Porsche and you get that 917. That thing was a piece of junk. Jack says Ethan 1 was cool if it worked. Other than that, had a lot of problems. Yep. Excuse me. Jack says, nah, I'm broke. Someone buy a pump. I got 3. Chris, what color is your Axe 2.0? Asked Killswitch 10. Spencer Starr says exactly. If you put a marker on TV and backdrop it with a huge rack, you'll sell 20% more. Oh, okay, yes, with the large pair of breasts. I understand. I thought you were mean like a paintball rack. Yeah. Yeah, you put a hot chick, and that's sexist. No, it sounds sexist, but I don't mean it in a demeaning way. If anybody took chick as a demeaning term, I apologize. But you take a good-looking female in scantily dressed attire and say, sell something, I don't care what it is, men will buy it. That's just all there is to it. Men are going to buy something that an attractive female is selling. Or at least we're going to give her a chance to sell it to us. No. I know some gay guys who'd buy stuff from an attractive female. So, attractive females. Now, I was a waiter for years. I worked in restaurants. I worked in restaurants with good-looking females. I made almost as much money as the person who made the most amount of money. Now, this wasn't out of Hooters or anything, or else I wouldn't have made anything. Except I might have made something with a beard. If I could teach the beard to reach out and grab the tips from the customers, the dollar bills and stuff, just boom, then I'd probably like have a sideshow in the circus or something. But women do make more money in the service industry. And unfortunately, that's about the only place they make more money than men, or even as much. But, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anywho. Wow. Jake jumped through hoops, trying not to offend anybody. That's right. I try not to offend anybody. I'm trying to be an easygoing dude. And, yeah. So Ben Soroka says, geez, Jake, every 5 minutes I hear, a few years ago, like, what has the beard not done? The beard has done quite a bit. The magical beard paintball wizard of death. Oh, forgot. Killswitch said thank you. Oh, he said okay, thank you. Chris says, I would buy a headband if it was a PNG of your beard on the forehead. Jake. Eric says he's triggered. Well, that's just because you're an idiot. I mean, a snowflake. Or you're a sleet drop? That's what I'm going to start calling people, sleet drops. People are like, oh, you're a snowflake, a precious little... No, you're a sleet drop. Anybody who gets offended over something so easily as words, you're a sleet drop. Spencer Starr, it has really nothing to do with sex. It has to do with grabbing the attention of your target buyer. Yeah. For instance, my freshman year of high school, I remember this. I went to Catholic High in Little Rock, Arkansas. Did not have this. If we had stubble, we would have to shave with a dry, rusty razor. Had to be clean shaven every day, wear a tie every day, wear a suit coat every Friday for chapel. Or for the entire day, but mainly for chapel. So yeah, now where was I? Okay, so Spencer. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was running for class president. And he put a big poster board that said, sex! Huge 3 letters. I mean, you could see it from the other end of the school. And then it says, now that I have your attention, vote for whatever the guy's name was. I can't remember. But I remember the sex part. I mean, just certain things. I mean, it's marketing. I remember that from 1994, for a long time ago. Yeah. Wow. That was a long time. If it was a JPEG, no, it'd be RAW. Deal killer. No, I'd do it in RAW. Spencer rests his case. Exactly. Sex sells. So I don't blame people. I don't blame companies for doing it. I just wish they wouldn't. I don't have any kind of hang-ups, or I'm not I'm not a prude or anything, but I just wish they would sell stuff on the merits of that product rather than try to go, oh, boobs, let's buy it. Because I don't have any more money. I spent a lot because boobs told me to buy it. Thank you. You're welcome, Spencer. So, anyway, I think that's going to do it for me because it's getting close to 10 o'clock. Remember, once I hit 900 subscribers, I think I got like, Radical Bearded Bicyclist, hi, but we're about to leave. Buy a pump gun, I'll include a picture of boobs. See? I'm already sold on that. But, anyway, like, subscribe. If you hadn't subscribed, please, please, please subscribe. As soon as I get to 900, I'll be giving away one of these 2 awesome brand Planet Eclipse beanies. And then, when I hit 950, I'll give the other one away. And then, but wait, there's more. At 1,000, then I'll give away more. Don't know what it is yet. It might be that and a Sharpie pen. I don't know. It's not going to be my Rudy autographed tank. It will not be that. But it'll probably be a package like some 3D stands, 3D printed stands. No way, yes way. Buckets. Spencer Star. Actually, the green one is mine, so it's really just the one he's giving away. Cool. A Sharpie? Yeah, buckets of Sharpies. Anyway, cut your beard and send it to the winner. I might pull one. Now, that'd be kind of gross, because I guarantee you they'll clone me. And then 2 Jakes running around. Anyway. Hey, Eric, you want to play some darts? Kanan, you want to play some darts? I'll beat you both. Let me know. Talk to you guys later. Come back Tuesday. Come back on Tuesday. Seriously, Tuesday, I think what I'm going to start doing is not take over Brad's spot. But since he's giving it up, probably going to come in like 7:20, just like I always do. But instead of stopping at 7:29 for the 9 minutes with Jake, it's just going to go however many minutes with Jake. And once we're done, we're done. Probably 30, 45 minutes to an hour. Real fast, Outcast with CM Kit, Oracle with a CCM Kit, ACI Maverick, hit me up. I can print pictures of boobs all day. See a kill switch. But Jack Lucas, hey, check them out. The Outcast and the Oracle, both with CCM kits, top of the line. Those are good pumps. I definitely recommend autocockers turned into pumps as a pump. They're usually inexpensive, relatively inexpensive, and they usually work really well. I'd kind of stay away from the Trilogy unless you get it for like less than $100, you know. But yeah, 1 Jake is way more than enough. But I'm out until probably Tuesday. Maybe before then. See you guys later.